Hello and welcome back to The Broken Doll. Well, I'm coming back today with part 3 of restoring the Dopey doll from the Walt Disney movie Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, right? Alright, so anyways, we want to do some sanding, some quick sanding here. Now, I'm using a grit of 180, so that's enough on spackling. This is what I use. I use spackling, dry deck spackling. One thing I like about spackling is it's very soft, quick, and it fixes the problem. And this has been on for a little bit now, so that I usually try to let it go at least 2 to 3 days, and it's getting there. So we're just going to give it a, well, I don't have to do so much inside the head, but we'll give it just a light. Where I really want it is right in here. This is where I like to get right in that. There was a crack, just a light hairline crack running there. That was our weak spot. Okay, so we're just going to get in here. Give it a light sanding. And we don't want to sand right down to the crack again. We want to make sure that we're leaving, there we go. We are sealing that crack up. Now, you could use a glue, a mucilage, you could use a mucilage glue, or any glue really that dries clear if you want, you know, so that it doesn't show through your paint. But I prefer this. This works so well. And I always say when you're doing this, well, I just want a bit of something underneath so that it can be like a shock absorbent, because these are the composition is very brittle, and you want to make sure that you're giving it a little bit of a bounce in there. Where's my big brush is in my other bin. Okay, that's okay. We'll just live with it right now for the video's sake. So this is looking pretty good here. This stuff really sands beautiful. It's not like Milliput. Milliput, like I've said over and over again, it's a two-part epoxy where you do 50-50, but it's a plastic. And plastic and wood. I never used to be that way. I loved Milliput on wood. It does love wood. It works very well with wood. But I'm trying to keep these dolls as original as possible. So I'm really taking some steps backwards and re-evaluating what I did years ago to what I'm doing today. And another thing is too, when it comes to oil paint, it seems like the Milliput takes a while for it to absorb it. It lays on top of it for a while, but it only lays on top. It doesn't absorb into itself, where when it comes to the spackling will absorb it. You don't want to, you want as little of even this on there. Fix your problem, but walk away. And I can see it fixed the problem. There it is right there. I'm going to stop. That's enough on that one. Okay, so now we're just going to, you can see how easy that just broke right off. Very, very soft. Okay, now let's get right in here to this part of the head, because we want it to fit into its little grooves as nice as we can. Yeah, you can see the crack running. I don't know if you can see the crack, but the crack is right there. So it sealed it. It is sealed, so we're looking good. I don't think I want to do too much more. I see a little bit of a lip over here. Remember, your paint will pick up any little lip that is jutting out or up, you know. It will always show it through the paint. And because he's a bare head little guy, that will always show. I know he wears a little hat as well. We're going to restore him first, and then we'll worry about his clothing later. So I just want to get in here, just kind of, now it doesn't matter so much about inside the head, but I do like to make sure that everything is looking good inside. Because we want to glue this back together. So today I want to see about that. Today we start our bathroom remodeling also. We have a gentleman coming over, and he'll be starting that today. The bathtub comes out today. Yay. Changes all the time. All right, that looks pretty good. I don't see where that's going to hurt anything as far as, you know, like I got to build that hole up anyway, so this isn't really going to matter huge, you know, so, but I do like to see my work as I move through, you know, and I study the hole in his head, so, okay, now we got to worry about right in here. This is our next spot we're going to worry about. There we go. Just break that off and then sanding it all, you know, continually here down. This stuff is very soft and it sands fast, but it does a really, it heals the area really nice. Now this has a hole. I might have to put more in this to get it, but we're going to put together the head, and we can always fix that as we move through. I'm not too worried about that at this time. He had a little bit of a hole right in here as well. So we'll just keep working on this, because we want to make sure that it, like, I can already see a bit of a dip here, so I need to, maybe through sanding I can get it to look better. We'll see. If not, we'll just put a little bit more spackling in there and we'll get it to where we like it. Maybe I won't have to. It just, you never know. I wish I had my, I'm wondering where my brush is. Where is it? What did I do with it? Oh my goodness, I miss it. My big brush. Where did I do it? It's in my bucket with the, oh gee. Let me just go see over here if I can find it very, 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 very quickly. I don't seem to see it. I'm looking for, oh, back behind me here. All right, here it is, right behind me. That's where I'm not seeing it. Yep, here it is, right here. This is my brush that I use for that big brush. I never paint with it. It's just for this. And just important for me to see where I'm sanding and how successful I'm being right now. Oh. There we go. This, you know what, I don't have to add maybe a little bit in that. There's a little crevice I missed. We'll put some in there later. Right now we're going to see about gluing his head together. And we can work on all those little dibble-dabble areas later. And right now I just want to get this sanded down. You know, just get things looking nice. There we go. Well, that looks pretty good. See how that's looking right now. So I see, we might have to just go in a little bit, or we could. Sometimes I just sand down. A little bit better just to come together. Oh yeah, just a little bit more I would say, and then we got that looking really good. I'm just going to do this side here. We got to make it, we want the best seal as possible here. Okay, see how that's working now. Oh, look at that, really nice. Isn't that a nice fit? That looks really good now. Okay. That's all I'm looking for. It's that nice fit. Oh, okay, that looks really good. I'm pleased with that. So, what glue am I going to use? I use a glue that I get from a place called Doll Part Supply. It is a store in the United States that sells this glue called Grip, and I just love that glue. So we're going to set ourselves up first. We're going to get some elastic bands ready here. And we don't want too tight. This would be too tight on him. So I'm running out of my good bands. This is a good band right there. This is another good one right here. Just, it's kind of loose. Oh, that one's good. You want like a medium tension on it. You could double that, I guess. That's a nice tension there too. Okay, these other ones, no, there's some that are just too loose. Okay, we'll go with this right here. So I think I got enough elastic bands to help me out to keep it together. Now grip is you do have movement with it, so it's not like you put it on and that's it. It's not like crazy glue, you know, you got seconds. No, you got playroom in there, and it dries clear and it doesn't yellow, and you wouldn't see it anyways because we're painting it. But if it was to show, it does not dry yellow. It will never turn yellow, I mean, on you. As the glue ages, some glues will yellow. This will not, from what they have said. So I must have tested it over time, and you know. But anyways, we're going to get our grip glue right here. Oh, there we go. And I want to get here's my grip glue, doll part supply. That's where I get doll parts, and yeah, good stuff. And I want some Q-tips here. So let's get a nice Q-tip out. Do I want my little ones? No, I just want a nice, here I'll get my pointy ones out. Don't use them enough, so we'll use a pointy one. This is my pointy ones. You can get those at art and craft stores, or like I do, I live in a medium-sized city. I can't get everything here, so I ordered off the computer, of course. And you can get stuff like this from Doll Part Supply, but Amazon's your better one, or, you know, some online place. I think you can even do AliExpress with them pointy Q-tips or whatever, and you can get all this type of stuff. I even have smaller than that Q-tips, even tiny ones, and they're excellent for working in small areas where you're trying to get stuff out of crevices. Let me get them out here. I'll get one for you. And I even got tinier ones like this here, and they work wonderful for tinier areas, but I don't need it for this, so don't want to waste them. Things are getting pricey out in this world of ours, even in the craft world. All right. There we go. Getting some glue. Okay. There we go. So you want to be a little bit on the liberal side with this when you're, you know, gluing. And I'm not getting enough glue. Oh my goodness, I'm already. I'll tell you, when I glue stuff, I am covered, just like when I paint, I'm covered in it by the time I go in the house. I look at myself and I go, what was I doing? To see how this works. It's like a school glue. You can roll your fingers and it all crumbles off. So like an Elmer's glue. I don't want to do it completely yet. So yeah, so I do have to go around the ears. Okay, so I do have to do I just want to know how much I have to do. So right in this area as well. Right like this. I've got to stay in the camera view. So I want to go right inside the down here. You want to be really liberal with it too. I'm going to order another one of this grip glue. I love this stuff. Like I'll tell you, when it says it grips, it grips. So you really want to, it's really great. But you do have mobility with it though. Don't be afraid of that. Am I going to have time to move it around? Yes, you have plenty of time. Get off of me. There we go. Is it off? Okay. A little hairy thing. There we go. Okay. So we got that side done. Okay. You go over there. Now let's do this side. We want to do both sides. Okay. Here we go. We're going to do right around here like this. Like I say, make sure you got a lot of goopy glue on it. Be really goopy with it. There we go. That's what I want to see. a lot more than that on there. Here we go. Getting some more glue. And I did find out I can get Excelsior straw to stuff in right at Michael's. We have a Michael's store in my city here, so we can, I can do that, you know, like just buy it from Michael's, and that's great, you know. Actually, I have some fakes, like, I want to say fake straw, but it's Excelsior straw in bales at my house here. I might be able to pull from that. It's the same thing. I'm going to take a look at what they have before I do that, you know, like buy, like going, before I buy, I'm going to look at my straw first, what I have, and then I'm going to go to Michael's and see the straw they have there, and then I'm going to make a decision. Which way do I want to go with this? You know, so. I'm tired of that stringy thing being on there. There we go. Let's get that off of there. Oh, there we are. All right, so I think we're ready to put this together. Okay, I can get it up. I know I'm just going to do this, clean up my hands. One thing I still want is have a water line out here, or have a there are ways of getting water, like you don't have to have an actual water line coming from your house. You could have a water tank that just you fill up on your own, which is perfect because I don't go through a lot of water in here, just some, you know. You can have it right underneath my bench here. And okay, let's get this together. I'm talking and not paying attention here to what I am doing. So let's get this together. So I want to make sure this is going to stay. Oh, that's what I like about it. Like already, I can let it go and it's already like together. Like, let's show you. It's not going to fall apart. That's how good this glue is. It's called grip. And gee, I pushed too hard. Okay, don't do that again. If this falls, it could crack again. His head could. And I'm like, no. Okay, it's not. That's hair. I don't want that in there. That's from off that Q-tip. Maybe that wasn't the best choice, but that's okay. We're going to make... Oh, my goodness. Okay, let me get this off of me. There we go. Let's do this again. I can feel it gripping. Okay, now, what I want to say is, you can let it sit if you had to, but I'm trying to get it the best I can make it. So you got play time with this. Okay, now we want to get an elastic around it. There we go. Okay, that's good there. I think I'm going to do one at the bottom of the neck. Right here. There, like that. Okay, so we've got it lined up pretty good here. We're doing pretty good. There we go. You've got playtime, like I say. See that jutting out? I don't know. Yeah, I want that in. There we go. I want that in.